This crazy man's giving us loads of melon. Hiya folks, this is me Josh, looking a bit rough after cycling 10,000 kilometres from the UK to Kazakhstan. I set off in March 2025 on my granddad's old Doors Galaxy tour bike. I bombed it through the UK, then hopped on the ferry from Harwich to the Hook of Holland. The first leg of my European journey took me through the Netherlands and into Germany. In Germany, I joined the River Rhine, which I followed all the way down, nipped into France for a baguette, and then back into Germany and over into Switzerland. Hello there. Right, it's a bit nippy. We're in a field in Germany, don't really know where, middle of nowhere really. There's the setup for the night. I'll gander down here. Look at that. Aye, well, done a few big days on the bike, the legs are feeling it a bit. I reckon be in Switzerland in about 4 days. No matter. Right. The next day, a friendly German couple invited me in for the night. They showed me straight to the shower and even gave me a dressing gown. Fantastic.
Peter, wo bist
du? Ja, hier. We're all in. This is Elfie and Peter.
Okay.
And they looked after me tonight, gave me a shower. Sehr gut. Danke. Bonjour. Made it to France. So, still following the Rhine. But we're in France. Got me packed lunch. Look at this. Effie and Peter even made me some butties. Fantastic. Got butties. Got an apple. These things, which are rather nice. And some jam. Lovely stuff. Yeah. Just had to do some bike maintenance. Yeah, the old spokes were a bit loose. So I tighten them. Hopefully it stays together. I eventually left the flat banks of the River Rhine and headed for the Swiss Alps. I took 4 days off in Switzerland to stay with some friends. Took in the Swiss scenery and did some typical Swiss activities like skiing, electrocuting each other apparently, and shooting. Fantastic behaviour. Feeling well rested, the plan was to cross the Swiss Alps into Italy, then nip into Venice and cross Slovenia into Croatia to start the Adriatic coastline. Completed it. Done a lot of climbing today, about 1,100 metres. And we're just coming up on I forgot the name of the pass. Lukemania Pass. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Another 1,000. Great. Might hit the snow. Made it to the top of Lukemania Pass on the bike. There's a big dam here, but it's pretty empty. I think normally this time of year you won't be able to cross it, but they've had less snow this year, so the road's actually pretty clear to be fair. Then I've got to go through this tunnel here. So the highest point on the pass is actually in the tunnel. Probably goes up another 20 metres and then back down. Up to, I think it's 1,980. Yeah. Get through. Made it down to Lake Como. You can tell it's Italy because everyone's got a tan. There's loads of fags everywhere. Right, we're well into Italy now. I'm camping in what my mother would call a ditch. There's my tent, my sweaty clothes, the river down here. I don't think it's too bad myself. I might go to Venice tomorrow, see what all the fuss is about. Then yeah, I'll just bomb it through to Slovakia, one of them. Then Croatia. Perfect. Right, I'm cooking myself some food. What have I got today? I think I've got some pasta and fish in a tin. Lovely. My favourite.
There's something in my eyes. I cannot see your lies. You think that I'm surprised.
I'll admit, Venice was pretty cool actually. I then found an old church to camp in. Then over the next few days, spotted some wildlife. Wild flamingos. Look at that. Big old pink bit. It looks shit on camera, but I promise you it's a flamingo. It's pink. What a beast. Load of them. Hello again. Just crossed through into Croatia. Rather nice little road. Not seen anyone yet. Look what I found though. Look at this. A chain of caterpillars. Look at him. Woo. He goes all the way. Just put the old tent up and look what we found inside. A scorpion. Whoa. Looks deadly. Call me David Attenborough. I was then joined by Jack, another cycle tourist from the UK, as we made our way down the Adriatic coastline. I left Jack in Albania as he headed south and me east towards Istanbul. In the north of Croatia, we decided we'd do a bit of island hopping between the islands of Rab and Pag. It was still April and off season in Croatia, so we had the beaches all to ourselves. We're on a Croatian beach. We're having to do a bit of hike a bike because we got a bit lost finding a camp spot. Look at that. Oh aye. Doesn't look very big though on the camera, but I promise you it's big. We're heading to Bosnia now. We're going to go on a bear hunt. Because apparently there's 1,000 bears in Bosnia. So that's the plan. Last night we were kept up by wolves. That was pretty cool. Right. Still making our way through Bosnia. Bosnia's a lovely place to be fair. No bears yet though. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. This is our gaff for the night. Have a look at this, taking a little room tour. There's the patio with seating. Then in here we've got sleeping stuff set up, fantastic. Bit of a drop down there, that's the toilet. Off we go in here, Jack. This is the garage in here, look at that. Beautiful stuff. Couldn't ask for anything better really. Whilst in Bosnia, I climbed up Mount Križevac, which rises above the pilgrimage town of Međugorje. 6 months earlier, I'd been volunteering for the Križevac project in Malawi. The charity has built schools and created jobs, in addition to building a full-size replica of Križevac Cross on Mount Machuru in Malawi. Made it down to Montenegro. We're just trying to look for a camp spot. I come across this old bus. Look at this beauty. Well, we're going to try and camp in here, but it's a bit fun. Yeah, I think I'd rather put my tent up. Still pretty cool. Yeah. Oh. Best go find a camp spot then. It's an old abandoned restaurant right on the seafront. Look at this. All to ourselves. Jack's going for a quick swim. Take you for a quick tour. Just around here. It's a bit worn, but you know, it'll do. Here's the restaurant. Fantastic. Some beers. Cracking view though. Can't complain.
Seems to circle the other. As you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure. Silver coin, you hold me, turn me over right now. But expect to forget about it.
We're in Greece. Have a gander at this. Not a bad camp setup for tonight. Very nice stuff. Let me take you through to the living area. It's rather nice. Look at this. Even got myself a table. Got my sleeping mat out. I'm patching her up because it's got a punches. I've been on the floor for a couple of nights, to be honest. Not the nicest sleep, but we're getting by. Well, look who I've found over here. What a beast. We're in Turkey. Right, last night I was looking for a camp spot and these three Turkish lads invited me over for some food. So I ate some scram with them on a bench. Then I came back to their workshop. The office up there is where we watched the football last night. And that's where I slept. But now I'm just waiting for someone to come and let me out because I'm locked in. So hopefully I get released at some point today. Jacob came and released me from the garage, and he also bought me breakfast as well. Turkish hospitality is absolutely incredible. I then cruised into Istanbul to complete the European leg of the journey. Look at that. It's a big mosque. There's the view of Istanbul. Proper tourist, eh? Yeah. In the next episode, I traverse the length of Turkey and get bogged down in clay in Georgia.